Yo, what's up guys, it's SMS and welcome back to NFT and Me. Today we're going to do a quick recap on the 3 to 30 Solana challenge. There has not been a lot of activity, not a lot of trading. It's kind of stale just because the blockchain in general is very congested, as most people know. And also with the price being beaten down like that, a lot of times you see people just trying to liquidate, which doesn't make sense to me because you're selling for a loss. But either way, main thing guys, keep in mind, you only guarantee a loss when you sell. If your project runs down and your conviction wasn't there when you bought into it, you were just trying to flip and you got caught holding it back. That's just kind of how that goes. But if you buy into quality projects and you're buying in to actually see them through or see some profit out of it, sometimes you have to hold a little bit longer and you have to know that going into them. So I don't even buy initially from from secondary. Once it's running up, I try not to chase that. I try to catch it on the way up, and if I miss it, I miss it, because it's always going to come back down. At some point it has to recover and you'll find your entry point. Timing it's hard, but that's what we do with charts. We just watch them and try to find out where that would be. So with that being said, we're going to cover the two projects that we're in right now for the challenge and take a look at the charting on there and just kind of see where things are at, see where they're going, see what I got in, what got out of, and what I'm looking at. All right, let's dive into it. All right, guys, real quick, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter. You can stay up to date with all of the plays, all of the price action, posts, everything. The most up-to-date information is going to be funneled through Twitter, then into the Discord, and then you'll see it in videos and stuff like that. But if you want the most up-to-date stuff, follow me here. There'll be a little link or a little name thing down here. You guys can write it down, and a link in the description. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the charts. All right, guys, here's the wallet, and we just literally crossed over to 3.13 Solana in the wallet, and the fat cats are sitting at 2.38. We bought in. It was just under 3 Solana, I do believe. Let me just double check for you guys and show you where we're at. Where it was. I did try to list it, but yeah, 2.93. Try to list it for some profit here, even for a small loss, but nothing came to suffice with that, which probably is a good thing because I think that it's going to work itself out. But take a look at the charts here. Pulling up on soulsniper.xyz. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check it out. So when you have gaps like this is when it's a good entry point because the listing has gone up and the price has gone down. When they start to close in like this is when the listing is relatively slowly decreasing and the price has gone up, but it's being held at 2.38, which is good because we were right down here for a little bit just bouncing. But this is the channel I've been telling you guys about, but take a closer look into that. You can see the price action here. This is a really good way to get indications and kind of see where to buy in, where to exit, just stuff like that. They give you some price alerts and stuff like that, or sell alerts here. So this is great. This is the channel. Show you a couple lines. Quick out here, so over here and these aren't perfect, so just use them roughly as bottom. You can kind of see where the bottom of this channel is there, and then we'll have another one right about here where it's sitting right about now. This is what I was saying, right in between this area is where it's going to bounce. It's either going to come back down and you might stop right about here. See where this line's at? Another line up here for you guys, so you can pause the video, take little screenshots if you need to, but it'll help you out with kind of seeing where, if you're not in the project, where to enter or where to exit, or if you got in down here, these are going to be points where you can, all right, if you're trying to time it, look for this area. I don't suggest trying to time it. I suggest just sticking to your guns. If you get in here and you say, hey, I'm selling at this point, sell at that point. Trying to time it doesn't always work out, and when you do sell at that point, you'll be like me, it goes down and it'll run all the way up. But that's just, you learn that way. So if it busts through all of this right here, if we can maintain this and it goes in between this channel here, between that line and that line, you can see the next stop is going to be, I would say, right about here. So 2.6 maybe, 2.63, right about that area. You could see some kind of resistance and then another one right up here. And this is just eyeballing it. This isn't off of anything except for where I could see kind of just charting in general and see where it plays out. You know, screenshot this, but that's kind of where we're at with Fat Capitals. Good thing is that it is on its way up, and you can see that the listing has gone down and the price has gone up. That's always a good thing to see there. So let's move on and we'll take a look at the Vincinia. They are not doing too hot. But you can see here, this is what I was talking about, where these cross over and you have this huge gap. This is definitely a good entry point. The listing, it sucks to see it up that high, but it will probably go down. We'll see how it plays out. But take a look closer at the chart. Not a good chart to see, but we're going to take a look at it anyway. This one's down. I got in at just under 1 Solana. So I am fortunate on that end. There are people that are holding the bags up here, and I've been there before, so it is what it is. But you can see we're pretty much at the bottom here. And then we'll see that the next stop would be, it's almost 9. It usually goes in 5 and 10 increments. If you think about it like that, I think people use, and what this is based off of basically is what you think people are going to buy and sell at. And most people kind of use the same whole numbers, easy numbers to maintain. But that's basically where you get some of these, it's almost like a guess, but it's calculated. You're looking at history, you're looking at buys and sells and stuff like that. So eyeballing it, you can kind of see these levels right here. It might trade in between there, but once it gets through there, it might hit this wall at about 1.8, 1.1. And then after that, you might be able to see it go all the way up to about 1.4 before it stops. Because it doesn't have much resistance, so not a lot of price action between there. People can probably be picking it up. But you do want to see this red line going down. This is the listing. And you want to see this to start turning the other way and the price to start to go up. But there's not much more to look at past that because, I mean, this is the battle on itself. And with the way this project went out, I did a little bit of digging into it and seeing what's going on. But they just had a bad mint. There was some copycat hack attacks and stuff like that. So, but I think it's a cool project, something to keep your eyes on. I'm only in this one to try to make some profit and move on to the next one, or we're going to sell at a loss. I'm down 0.25, so I think if we get up to 0.85, 0.9, if it doesn't look like it has enough, fire behind it, I might cut it and move on to the next one. But that's just trading. That's how it goes. I'm not in this for the long haul. I got into the other projects that I got out of, and my main one, like Cool Kid Society and K-Labs, which would be 2 projects that I would look into getting back into for a flip. I just wanted to have 2 for the long haul because I think they have some good things behind them. But that's the chart. That's everything for today. And be safe, happy trading, and take care of yourself.